You're very welcome back. Now, my next guest went from being a member of Britain's first male-only synchronised swimming team to starring in the hilarious British comedy Swimming with Men alongside Gavin and Stacey's star Rob Brydon. Let's take a quick look.
Nearly landed on my head.
You're not focusing.
Distribution in the stack is wrong. For this to work, it has to be equal, which means we have to take height and weight into consideration.
Meaning?
Well, meaning you can't be next to your man because he needs to be next to somebody less fat.
You calling me fat? Archie, you calling me fat?
Well, you could do with losing a little bit of...
Oh, yeah? Yeah? Well, you can take that back of yours to the barber's, mate. It's like trying to wrestle with a yak.
You're just jealous because you're wearing thin, fat boy slim.
As is your banter, mate.
Oh, yeah?
Verdant and lustrous, mate.
Oh.
Guys, let's do it again.
Do it.
Yeah, come on, we've got to practice the throw.
Can't do the throw without a flyer, and we haven't got a flyer because we haven't got Tom.
He's a bloody liability.
Right, that's me.
Oh, brilliant.
Line's ticking away and the clock's getting louder.
Come on, Colin.
Son off.
Oh, just having fun.
Please welcome Ronan Daly to the show. How, in the name of God, Ronan, did you become a synchronised swimmer? Because you were. We'll talk about the film in a little bit, but you actually are a synchronised swimmer.
That's right,
before
yes.
this. Tell me how it happened.
Well, my partner is does water polo.
Yeah.
And he said, we've got to do something together. We've got to do some sort of sport together. And I was thinking, I'm not going to do this. And he said, come on, we've got to do some sport together. So I said, OK, we'll go swimming. Come go swimming. And he put so much pressure on me to go swimming. And he belongs to a master's swim club. So I went there and I thought, do you know what? I'm so over this. Up and down, it's boring. So I said, you know, knowing full well they'll never, ever start one. I said, do you know what? If they start a male synchronised swimming team, I'm there. And a couple of months later, he just rocked in home and said, do you know what? They're starting one. I was so buzzed I had to do it.
Was that
And
just
that
to
was
annoy you?
I don't know if it was, but I had to do it.
You had
And
to do
I
it. You
loved
didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice because I'd said I'd do it if they started one.
But
and that's it.
But it's quite a delicate feminine sport, you would think, normally. But
Well, that's everyone's perception
see,
of
but
it.
why
so.
is it not then? Tell me.
Well,
Technically speaking, it must be very
technically
difficult.
it's very difficult. It's the women have traditionally taken over, and have worked very hard to make it a sport. But men have a lot more power in the water than women. So then women are very graceful, and they come up with some beautiful figures because it's basically ballet upside down in the water. And so certain things that men cannot do, it's just physically impossible, which women can do. But so we're stronger, so we have higher lifts, we have that sort of thing. So we add more power to it, but not necessarily more grace, I'd say, but there we go.
It's a different kettle of
It
fish,
is,
though.
yes.
But you were part of the first British male synchronised swimming team.
Yeah, that's right.
Are there any more there apart from yours now?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so you're the only British male synchronised swimming team.
There's more now, rest of the world now, there's more popping up. And hopefully with this film, there'll be more.
But you've actually competed.
That's
So
right.
so it kind of went from a hobby in the club to actual active competition. So bring us along that
So
path,
basically
please.
what happened was, so when they first started it up, it was just literally two guys and we were all in the water and they had the book, How to Synchronise Swim.
You're joking me, you actually had a book.
And so we were just sort of like, well, I think you do something here and we do that. And I was like, oh, God, this is... But we all loved it.
Yeah.
So we went to the club and said, you know, will you find money for a coach? And we got this coach and she was brilliant, and she said, no, you've got two options. You can either carry on doing it as an exercise, or you can go up a level and go into competition. We're going to competition, up at a level. And that's what it was. We did.
Tell us about your first competition.
It was in Paris.
And
I hated it because I was so bloody nervous. What do you expect?
I don't know.
So there wasn't many men doing synchronised swimming.
Yeah.
And so there was a Paris team, which is really, really good.
Right, French and Grace.
And it was all this sort of stuff. And so we just got there, and we were sort of not laughed at, but it was sort of like, men?
Is
really?
it like the synchronised swimming version of Cool Runnings, that movie?
You could put it like that way. You could put it that way.
But how do you have to get certified to compete, or by an organisation, or how does that work?
So in England, it said you need to do synchronised swimming exams.
Yeah.
So we literally had to go and, with 7-year-olds, go and pass our exams. So there's line you up against the pool. And there'd be a 7-year-old, all girls, 7-year-old, then be me, I'm 6'2", then there'd be another, and there'd be someone else, big beefy bloke with tattoos, there'd be another. So we looked ridiculous. We really did look ridiculous. Anyway, we passed the exams, and they said, you can compete.
You must have felt like an awful idiot. Can you imagine these little girls going,
well, the
what's
little
going
girls
on
were
here?
sort of like, go, wow, my God, there's a bloke doing it. It's amazing.
Oh,
but the examiners were...
OK, so obviously you've a set of special skills Alan Liam Neeson had taken. So when they're making a movie about synchronised swimming in Britain, there wasn't a massive pool to choose from, I would imagine.
No.
So was it kind of inevitable that you got drawn into it, or were you interested at the start?
No, I wasn't interested in it at all.
Why not?
Because I was in my house in Longford and I didn't want to leave, come back to London to do that. I wanted to be there. And they rang me up and said, Ronan, we need middle-aged synchronised swimmers who are slightly out of condition. Yeah, thanks. So would you do it? And I said, no, I'm not interested. But would you do the training camp for them? Because we need people in the water to literally push them into the shape they need to be so they know. Yeah, I'll do that. So then they sort of thought, oh, my God, we need these two synchronised swimmers to keep them up and the patterns together. So they said, well, you come into the film, you'll be just a dot in the background, don't worry, you'll not be this, blah, blah, blah. And every time they broke and did a close-up, it was sort of like, oh, my God, we need to put these people, because there was another chap, Chris Jepson, with me. We need to put these people in the film because they're just in every shot. We can't not
have
see
them
it.
as a character.
So they sort of put us in the film. That's how I got into the film. It was pure sort of fluke, really.
Oh, God, look at the gang there. It's absolutely hilarious. So how much, I mean, was it hard to teach them how to do this?
Well, as actors, they could take direction very well.
Yeah.
So, and they were given the simple movements.
Yeah.
They did really, really well. I don't think any of them would be synchronised swimmers
Not
by choice.
to your calibre, basically, no.
But they did really, really well, and they worked really hard for it, yeah.
And how long would you spend in the pool at a time doing a shot? Like, did it take absolutely ages, or was it supposed to be shambolic? Not that it was shambolic, but
There are sections of it where it's shambolic, and that was meant to be. No, you could take all day. You could take all day trying to get a shot from different angles, and we were in the water. We could be in the water 6 hours just waiting for them to do a camera shot or take this, take that. Yeah.
It must have been such fun, though, at the end. Are you looking back on it going, I'm so delighted I did that now?
I did. I am really pleased.
And what was the reaction with your friends and family to see it? Because in the clip we showed, there's you popping up, looking very bewildered in it, but like, were they chuffed?
Well, they saw it last Friday, and there was a complete stony silence. They just didn't quite know what to make of it all. Apart from my little nephew, who just turned around and goes, "Oh, you're on the TV."
How cool is that?
He's only 3, and it's just sort of he was the only excited one. The rest of them were sort of like, "Jesus, what are you doing out there, Ronan?"
Oh, that's very funny. Sure, it's been a week now. It's been in the cinemas, hasn't it? I mean, it's very funny. But I love the kind of one-liners in it because, in essence, it's a comedy. I know.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, and the scripting is absolutely brilliant in it as well. But did you have to like up?
Well, what they did was, I laugh all the time,
it?
and with all these actors here, it was like having your own personal chat show. They would bounce off and tell jokes and all this. And so the joke was trying to get Ronan to laugh before they said rolling, and I'd spend half my life just biting the lip in every shot because I'm trying not to laugh at what they've done before, particularly Rob Brydon. He was a devil at it.
He's quite a funny dude. But I mean, where do you go now as a synchronised swimmer from here? Because when I got the press release about this, it was some time back, I actually thought someone was taking the you-know-what. I didn't think the team existed. I said, this is an elaborate ruse. It's a comedy. It's a great idea to pretend there is a real synchronised swimming team that's male to get publicity for this. I didn't believe it was you, to be quite honest.
We have this a lot. When we first started, we were sort of laughed and sniggered at because they just couldn't believe a bunch of men could do it. Yeah,
but physically it's quite demanding, so it does keep you very fit.
It does, yeah.
Swimming's quite different. You know that, Derek.
Yeah, I see swim a lot, and I love it. But the thing I love about it is because you're in the water, it doesn't matter what size, what shape you are. And you can just get in the water.
You get buoyant.
Yeah,
I know, it's great.
Yes, which is fantastic. So I think it's a great sport. I love watching. It's obviously an Olympic sport, right?
It is, yes.
For women. So I don't think there's a men's team yet, is there?
No.
How far away are you from it?
I think we should set one up in Longford.
Only if you come and join it, then.
Well, there you go. That's a deal. So.
There's a documentary in the making. God, I'd pay money to see that. Derek, Danny, and Joe.
Oh no, I can't swim at all. Yeah.
How we teach you, Joe? Grand.
We've got two of the best coaches in the country.
Fine, as long as you can hold your
Just
breath,
stand
you'll
on
be
your
fine.
on your hands.
I can do a handstand. I'm pretty. That's it.
But come here, where are you going from here now? You've got your place in Longford. You're Irish by...
I'm a
Extract.
plastic paddy.
Yeah,
My
well,
parents
I
are all
didn't
Irish.
like to say that, really. But at least you got the Irish passport now with Brexit, so you don't have to
I'm
worry too much
fine with
about
that,
You're
yeah.
fine.
You're safe
But
here.
You're restoring a house in Longford
That's
now.
right, yes.
So is there any more swimming activities going to take you away from your beautiful abode?
I don't know. So I try to go to the training as much as possible, but because I'm over here a lot, I can't be part of a team because you need to put
be there.
dedication in to be synced, really.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't know what's going to come next. I have
Maybe
no
the
idea.
sequel.
We'll see.
Maybe the sequel we'll see, or maybe you can...
Maybe I'll be teaching you
Yeah, an
now.
Irish team in the Olympics would be brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'd love to see that, but
Well,
I
here we
think
go.
they'll
How
be
many do we
dreaming
need
now.
for a team?
Oh, well, we can duos, one, yeah, you can do, yeah.
But two
Okay, there
is
you
a,
go.
two is a gang, technically. The Longford Sink Swimmers
Sign
gang.
us up for signing contracts.
I feel I've created a monster here. Anyway, listen, thank you so much for joining us on the show today, and best of luck with the release of this, which is absolutely gas. Swimming with Men is open in cinema since last week nationwide. Now, time for a quick break, but when we come back, an audience of Love Island are shocked when Megan Hansen asks Wes to be her boyfriend. So we're asking, are we living in the 19th century when it comes to dating? Find out more in 3.